Hey, welcome back to. I don't have a name for this Minecraft series, but I've been trying to record it daily, and the sun's coming up, so that's pretty good timing. But yeah, welcome back to whatever this series is. I don't know. It's kind of a cute little thing I do every day, or I'm wanting to do every day now. Like, I woke up this morning after seeing the reception the last video got, and I was like, yeah, I want to play Minecraft again. So we're gonna do it again. Just kind of talk about what's going on in my mind, which is an enigma. It's kind of like that. I don't know. I always found that clip from SpongeBob really funny when it goes inside Patrick's mind and it's just milk spills over. And he's just like, the inner machinations of my mind are an enigma. Because I just relate to that on quite a bit. Anyway, I'm a bit more silly in this video, I can already tell, which I'm fine with. Last video, I think I might have got a little bit too serious, but that's fine. It's okay. It's a trauma post on main, I think. Or not trauma post, but just sad post on main. But it's silly ass vibes from here on out. I promise. I'm just kidding. It doesn't always have to be silly. Oh my god, get bodied. But yeah, one thing I've just kind of been thinking about is, like, there's a Steve Jobs quote I really, really like. And let me pull up my phone to actually see what it is. We're gonna do a little halftime right here. It's the line of, you can't connect the dots looking forward. You can only connect them looking backward, so you have to trust that the dots will somehow connect in your future. And I've just been thinking about that quote a lot recently, because, I don't know, there was, I guess to give you a little bit of backstory as to why that quote means anything, I was working at a coffee shop, a chain coffee shop that I won't name, but I'm sure you can guess the one. And I was in a relationship I didn't really like. That wasn't really, it didn't really have a point, to be honest. It's not that relationships need a point, it's just more of the fact that, like, it felt like we were both just very unsure of what was going on, and it wasn't servicing either of us. So I kind of had to break things off, and then it turns out that, you know, she didn't really want to, so that's awkward. Um, Even though clearly neither of us were having too much fun to begin with. But um, after working at that coffee shop for a while, like, just the stress of working in that environment, which I know it sounds crazy, like, oh, how could you get stressed out at a coffee shop? Listen, people are ruthless. Um, and also just the fact that corporate was trying to come in and change everything every 2 weeks when we had been doing completely fine, but they're like, oh, we're gonna actually move this ingredient over here for basically no reason other than LMAO. I guess the district manager of that specific company just didn't have anything to do today. Basically, I just felt like I was constantly being watched, and I was like, how did this job that I love so much turn into something so awful? And around that time, my relationship was also turning bad. Or not bad, just more stale. And I decided, you know what? I'm gonna look for something that's actually interesting for me. Um, and I wanted to work at a bank. That was my goal. I wanted to work at a bank or an office job. I wanted to sit down. I wanted to start my adult life. And just be, I guess, like and be just like, I guess, the normal SpongeBob. And I don't know why, but this is the second time I've referenced SpongeBob this episode, so it's definitely a different tone altogether than the last video, that's for sure. Oh, stalactite. Or Chat, can you remember which one of these this is? Is it a stalactite or a stalagmite? Is it might reach the ground or might reach the ceiling? I can't remember. But, anyway, or my goal was to get a bank job. And I was dead set on it. I was applying at every bank in a 50-mile radius, and just nothing was really working out. And I quit Starbucks, so I was basically just in my home doing not a whole lot that whole time. And I'm not gonna lie, I was very, very depressed. I didn't leave my house for probably 2 months because I was just so dead set on making my will a reality of working at a bank, right? I was trying to connect the dots. But, you know, it just never really worked out. I might give it a try another time. I'm not saying me working at a bank is just a dream that's completely gone. It's just more of I'm putting it on the back burner because at some point I ended up finding a little restaurant that I work at that I love to death. It has its moments, I'm not gonna lie. Like I work in the restaurant industry, so anything you can imagine kind of not being the most fun about the restaurant industry, I've probably experienced it. But I don't know why, but it's just like a fulfilling job for me. Like I go in, I wipe tables, I sweep up, and I shoot the breeze with my friends, and I go home. You know, I go in, I do the best job I can, and then I go home. And that to me has been so much more fulfilling than I think a bank job could have been, which is an interesting thing to kind of arrive at the point of, which, by the way, I've been trying to make torches for the past like 2 minutes, and I've just been walking up and down these stairs, so that just goes to show you a bit how rambunctious I am today. But yeah, in the way that I couldn't connect the dots looking forward about the bank job, I ended up finding something that really fulfilled me, and I, in the meantime, started, you know, changing my nightly routine. I'll smoke a little bit, and I'll just relax, call my girlfriend, and we'll just play video games together, and that's my nightly routine, and it is just some of the most fun I've had in a long time. Oh god, not one of those. I think we're safe. If you found my channel and you don't know who Big Man Crunch is, please go watch his streams. I'll link him in the description. And I think that's something I want to do every episode, is just shout somebody else out. If these videos are getting in the algorithm, I want people I know to be successful as well. Kind of like a rising tide rises all ships type of deal. I don't know how to get down here safely, especially with that guy. But Big Man Crunch is a homie that I have known outside of streaming for probably going on 8 years. He and I have just always hung out because we've just been friends, and I found like a really good friend in him, and me, my girlfriend, and him watch JoJo's Bizarre Adventure together every Monday night, and it's just our thing. And it's been some of the most fun I've had in a long time, just hanging out with friends. And I think that if you told me back when I quit my job at the coffee shop that shall not be named, that hey, in 6 months you're not going to be working at a bank and you're going to be sitting inside watching anime with some of your bestest buds, I probably would have been like, damn it, I didn't make my dream happen. But honestly, like, the way I'm able to live right now and just be happy and create content, finally, that I've been wanting to make forever. Like, where are these zombies, by the way? It's not the fact that I didn't get the job that I, you know, really romanticized and wanted and had my hopes and dreams set on. You know, obviously, because that does suck. You know, wanting to work at an office job and then you end up at a restaurant. Sometimes it's not exactly what you want, but I found a lot of happiness through it. And I feel like that quote by Steve Jobs, it's kind of just how I've been feeling recently, is you really just can't connect the dots looking forward. It's all going to make sense at the end. Gosh, I have not been a good steward of my time here. It's already night and I still need a bed. I haven't slept in-game. So we're just gonna do more mining. This might just be a mining episode, guys. How do you feel about that? Woo! Put your hands together for mining episode. Let's go. I've just been feeling very happy lately in a way that I originally did not think I would find happiness. And I think one of the biggest things came from just getting out of my comfort zone. I never wanted to work in a restaurant again after the coffee shop that shall not be named. I just didn't want to. It was, I thought for sure that I was just not cut out for it. And turns out I am. It's just more of a relaxed environment that I prefer, you know? And one thing I've just been telling myself as of late is, you know, maybe everything's gonna be okay. Maybe the dots are in the process of connecting, and I just gotta let them cook, you know? This is the segment of the video where I want to talk about this. Thank you, everyone. If you're watching this video and you watched the last one, thank you so much. That video got far more views than I expected it to. I think it's sitting at 80 now, and like 5 likes. That's pretty crazy. I really didn't think in the year of our Lord 2024, Minecraft content of me just pressing record and yapping would even get anywhere. But here we are. Is it just me or is he swimming differently? Is this an update? Did we update how they swim? If so, that's cool. I'm fine by that. But yeah, this video is, I think, kind of me throwing different types of recording styles at the window and seeing what sticks. Because this video is going to have a lot more cuts, mainly just due to the fact that I'm a bit of a mess right now. Like, I had a lot of things I wanted to talk about, but I just didn't bring them up in the right order. But I think it's okay to have imperfections, and we're just going to roll with it. Dog, you gotta be kidding me. Let me push it back in the water. Come on, bud. Get back in there. Be free. Be free. Oh, jeez. Let's get this guy out of the way. I really should just make a nerd hole real quick and get... Honestly, you know what? Operation Become a Dwarf is in full effect. And also, guys, in the comments, if you guys watch my last video and you're watching this one now, please let me know your thoughts on how this video went compared to last. I am kind of trying out a different way of talking, I guess, in this video that's a bit more upbeat and more, I guess, true to myself. Because last video, don't get me wrong, that was true to myself. It's just more of, I was trying to make it a bit more relaxing, whereas this is more just me. Kind of off the wall, making jokes, references constantly. Just kind of ADHD mode where I'm easily distracted, but I might have to actually focus on the game for a little bit because I'm at 1.5 hearts with 4 hunger bars down. I gotta figure out something to eat, so let's get crack-a-lackin' on that. We're gonna take a little peek outside. How are we looking? Alright, check this out. This is gonna be the best play of 2024. And then we put one here, one there. We'll go this way. Gonna make a little farm here. You know what? Screw it. I'll reference SpongeBob for the third time this episode. Me running out there to get water just gave me the vibe of that scene where SpongeBob's going to throw out the trash because he's worried of the hash-slinging slasher, and he's like... He's just running real fast because he has to stay late at the Krusty Krab. God, SpongeBob is just so relatable. Honestly, I don't know what we did as a society to deserve that show, but I think it was a banger. Let me grab this and put it there. That looks fine. Just need some light for these guys. I promised myself I was going to actually record everything I do in this, but I don't think that's gonna happen. It might. You guys will at least see what I'm doing. Chat, we might be so back. Let's see how it's looking outside now. I do gotta play this very carefully just because of how low on hearts I am. I think I lit up this area enough to be safe. Hopefully. You know what? We're gonna do it. We're going over there. JD's and Littleman. It's adventure time. We're going over this thing. Oh, cave. If I step on this magma and I die, you guys won't hear the end of it. I was gonna say if there's no chest. Oh! Insane! Insane amount of stuff. Let's go. We got some boots with thorns on them. Let's go. We got the Lamborghinis. This is epic, chat. I want this. How do I get up there? I was originally hoping to find food in that chest, but... Oh, let's go! We got a spruce forest over there. That's kind of sick. Alright. Now, we have money, even though we might be starving. We are secure on the financial standpoint. Alright, friends. This was a successful recording episode, I believe. Even though I'm now at a half heart and I may not live to next video, but thank you all for watching. Thanks for hanging out again today. I know this video was quite a bit of a different vibe than last video, and I'll probably tweak some stuff to make a nice mix of the two, of more relaxing and also a little bit more true to myself, being silly. I just gotta, you know, work out the kinks. But thank you all for watching. I will see y'all next time. Be excellent to one another, and bye-bye.